tote side. And racing, stepping out brilliantly now was going to be Monaco Denver to the early lead out after it. Now is going to be String Theory out wide at Corbon Flow. Just dragged down and behind. We've got a fall. Summer Love hit the deck. Huge trouble as they come across the top. Monaco Denver left in front. Sea Spray Doris chasing out after it. Then we go back to Gladys Emmanuel. Late on the scene also Black Barracuda, but in easily now is Monaco Denver. Defeats Sea Spray Doris. They were followed in then by Gladys Emmanuel hold third. They were followed across the line then by Black Barracuda. Further back there on crossing also now would have been Summer Love, and there was big trouble as they come out of the boxes here. We've got one dog just pulled up on the corner. Corborn Flow was dragged down badly and behind when there was all sorts of carnage to the first bend. There and racing, sprinting off the boxes out wide. There is Broken Pedro to run to the lead there from Amber Light. Kicking up out wide, Corborn Aries along the rails into the first corner. Miss Selfies going a touch wide. There was going to be Speedy Swede, Gold Star Bomber, and right at the back door with it now is going to be Miss Selfies. Down the back they go. In front now is going to be Broken Pedro. Tackled and headed though by the favourite Amber Light. 2 or 3 back then to Token Ray, followed there by Corborn Aries well back. Miss Selfies also Speedy Swede, and last of all Gold Star Bomber on the corner though, and the favourite races away Amber Light. Out after it late, Corborn Aries is going to run to second. Third, knocking up quickly Broken Pedro. Miss Selfies might have nailed it on the inside. That's close. Then we go back to Token Ray, back to Speedy Swede and Gold Star Bomber. They both got checked out of it into the first bend. Amber Light into $161. Too good though after taking over down the back, and from then on was race over. Showed good stamina too. Broken Pedro, gee, he got tired. He certainly, after winning his sprint the other day, he was looking for the sprint again today because he got really tired. He's gone from second to almost fifth in the up the straight. 10 will get to second. Corborn Aries, a good run from that. And racing, it was slow to go. Pukeko Express first out from centre field, sees a chance going after it. Cutie pitch to the first corner. Out wide, Moon and Sea showing speed. Then along the inside to Pukeko Express. Back in the race then to Corborn Tip. Well back there, Chill Out Ralph, Massage Only, and last of all Radical Rufus. Down the back they go, and in charge here is a Caesar Chance out by 2 or 3. Getting the second Cutie pitch. Then we go back in the race to Moon and Sea. They're well in front there with Massage Only. Further back, Chill Out Ralph. Corborn Tips well back with Pukeko Express, Radical Rufus. But up they come, Caesar Chance in front, getting a bit tired, but it's going to hold. Caesar Chance beats Moon and Sea. Chill Out Ralph really got home well into third. They were followed back in the race then by Cutie Pitch, Massage Only, Corborn Tip never in it. Neither Pukeko Express, Radical Rufus. Caesar Chance should have had it on top really, compared to some of the records in the race. This dog's record's really good, just having its 5th start, and has had a win in a place in its career, and once it found the bunny today was too good for them. Caesar Chance, Brad Jackson and Craig Rendell the owners, so pretty high profile owners of the greyhound game, and they've got another nice one here, the 8-dog Moon and Sea. And racing, she was out first, Corborn Abbey, and goes to the lead along with Opawa Lucky, kicking up the inside. Right there also now is Teeparita Snoop, 2 or 3 back then to Deleuze. They were followed back on the inside of it, then to Calm Spirit. Around the first bend they go back in the race to Caught the Bell. Also Scots Me Power, last of all Pukeko Raptor. Down the back they go, and in front now is Opawa Lucky. Got underneath of Corborn Abbey, who heads the chase, and we go back to Teeparita Snoop. Here comes Calm Spirit around the outside, further back then to Deleuze. On the corner, Opawa Lucky in front. Here's Corborn Abbey, she's out to attack and goes up and goes on by. Corborn Abbey 2 good defeats Opawa Lucky, third, and Calm Spirit. They were followed across the line, a bit of a line-up thereafter. Possibly Deleuze in front of Teeparita Snoop. Further back there we go to Pukeko Raptor. Back in the pack also would have been Caught the Bell, and one of the last in would have been well back Scots Me Power. Corborn Abbey, nice, very nice bitch this one. Got headed around the first bend by Opawa Lucky, but She showed a good will to win, hooking out, swinging for home, and showed good speed. She really saw out the 5:45 metres today, and she bolts in really. Defeats Opawa Lucky, who'll just hold second. A cheeky run from that. Calm Spirit third. And racing off the inside, Harper Mill jumps out pretty well along the with Blue Hobo out wide on the track. Toby's Terror showing speed along the inside. Gracie Racer out wide. If Sandy Claus getting into the race, but a Carnage Rattle the edge got back now. A punch on Jamie Fender's Fever on the corner. They coming in front is Harper Mill. Out after it now is Sandy Claus down the outside. Sandy Claus and late on the scene Blue Hobo. It's very close. Sandy Claus possibly. Blue Hobo lunged late at Harper Mill. Then we go back in the race to Rattle Your Dad, spotted there by Gracie Racer. Back in the pack also Fanta's Fever, Toby's Terror. And back there, punch on Jamie, never in it today. It's close, very, very close there after the fifth. Favourite closed off as Blue Hobo in the end and has made it very interesting here along with the 8 Sandy Claus. Harper Mill had the most speed out of the boxes and had the lead, kicked up along the inside of Blue Hobo, who just copped a bit of a squeeze and had to get to the outside, so it's been a good run here from Blue Hobo. Out after the leader, Sandy Claus. Loves this track, Sandy Claus, the local. Only tends to race here. And I think will just hold. And yes, we'll do so. Sandy Claus will defeat Blue Hobo. $310 metres. Favourite remains Angelic Star. Is firmed in now to $2.10. Almost there. And racing was out first today. Angelic Star along them with Bad Week out wide on the track. Botany Pete showing good speed. Kicking up between dogs also Fat Pants further back in the race. Then as they come off the back, Billy Muggins. Tail end is Black Trader, Blickling Bridge, New York Affair. On the turn, Angelic Star kicks away today. Bad Week sets out after it, but Angelic Star back to its best today. Defeats Bad Week. Then we go to Botany Pete. Followed back in the race there in fourth. We would have found Billy Muggins running on a shade. Back in the pack, Black Trigger, Fat Pants, Blickling Bridge, New York Affair the last. Angelic Star jumped and did what it was supposed to do here last week, but got the cash today out to 231.30. Bad Week, as expected, gave chase, and it was there. And Botany Pete will get third off the ballot. She jumped off the boxes fast today, Angelic Star. She must have just had an off day last week. I see with the weight on. Well, the weight on and they jump better. That's the rule here. Already and racing off the inside. Might have missed the big stuff. Jumped the box as well along the with Star Dreamer getting up on the inside. Corborn Plunge out wider on the track. We go to He's a Sensation, My Little Oa. In that group also John Dory dropping out towards the tower. Another Jill and also He's a Sensation on the corner. And it's Corborn Plunge in front. Getting along on the inside. John Dory with a run. John Dory will get home here from Corborn Plunge. Star Dreamer out wide late. Then we go to Mr. Big Stuff in the centre. Back in the race also would have been Yoldhurst Edward. Then another Jill, My Little Oa. And back towards the tail end of the field, He's a Sensation. John Dory, Track Sense gets the win here, dialed 5. Star Dreamer wanted to get out wide on the track, and meantime, John Dory just sat behind them. It was only away fair, John Dory, but he stuck to the rails, and when a couple of these wanted to go wide, Corborn Plunge just gets off the rails. Star Dreamer, she was the widest swinging in, and she enjoys the track more than any of them, but up they come. John Dory along the inside will get the prize here. Seconds close. Corborn Plunge up the inside or Star Dreamer. And racing off the inside, he's a touch slow. Mr. Jimmy headed off by Corborn Warhome Bush Iris out wide on the track band, but Mr. Jimmy pushes up along the rails to the first bend. They were followed back in the race then by Homebush Iris. Now the last three are Andrea, Botany, Seaton and Fair Go. Down the back they go, into the front is Corborn War. Out after it now is Mr. Jimmy, 2 lengths away, Bandbit. Running on a shade, Cronetti's and Homebush Iris. Further back there we go to Andrea, Fair Go and Botany, Seaton off the top. They come and Corborn War hard to catch. 3 lengths on Mr. Jimmy, headed the chase. Further back, Bandbit, Homebush Homebush Iris, but away, Corborn War. Corborn War wins the New Year's Stakes over Mr. Jimmy Homebush Iris. Then we go to Bandbit, knocking up late. Further back in the field, we go to Andrea, Bandbit, Granites, and Fair Go. Great value about Okutu Dreamer here. Travelling Joe's into 180 though. Jumps out of box 6, almost there. And racing Okutu Dreamer, the first one out. Going up on the inside, Lochinvar Kamara out wide on the track. We go to Stitch Up. Travelling Joe now kicks between dogs fearlessly and goes to the lead. Around the first bend they go. Travelling Joe in front now. 2 to 3 lengths on Rocky Baxter, Okutu Dreamer. Then we go back to Stitch Up. Well back in the field, then Opawa Bart. Opawa Cuddles got well back with Lochinvar Kamara, Pukeko Prowler. Off the top they come in the favourite, Travelling Joe. Scott 4 lengths to the good on Rocky Baxter. Then we go back to Stitch Up. Okutu Dreamer, Opawa Bart getting home. Up they come, Travelling Joe knocking up, but he'll hold. Travelling Joe, Rocky Baxter, Stitch Up the first 3. They were followed across then by Opawa Bart, Okutu Dreamer. A gap in the race then to Opawa Cuddles, Pukeko Prowler, and Lochinvar Camaro never in it. He'll be last. Doesn't like this joint, but Travelling Joe seems to. Dog 6, he'll get it. Push between runners as they head to the first corner, and he went to the front. Got a bit tired late, but he had that break. Favourite, the 3 box, the white. Ready? And racing, slow to go. Rodriguez starts to rally the pace now. Firstly out, Hustler Ambition going after it. No Andy Sunday. Popping up the inside, Rodriguez out wide on the track. We go to Celestial Magic. They were followed further back in the field then by Big Time Kalina, Opawa Bro, and getting around them now, Opawa Jed. Down the back they go. Rodriguez gets to the front now over Hustler Ambition. A length and a half away, No Andy Sunday out wide on the track. We go to Celestial Magic. Well back in the field also is Opawa Jed, Opawa Bro, Big Time Kalina. On the corner though, favourite Rodriguez kicks away. Latest Celestial Magic, Rodriguez will hold, beats out Celestial Magic, a close third, out wide Opawa Bro, winding up late, getting through Opawa Jet, and right there Big Time Kalina, big finish that, further back No Andy Sunday and Hustler Ambition, the reserves knocked up to be second last and last. Rodriguez will get it, Dog 3, favourite, 240-180, jumped well, punched along the rails and took over down the back, and that was the end of the penny section here. Celestial Magic has run on nicely into second. He likes this track. Celestial Magic third. Maybe out wide Opawa Bro. Bro and Jed have both come from nowhere, and poking up between them was the roughie, Big Time Kalina. Opawa Bro will get third. Big Time Kalina, the roughie at 28s and 8s, will run fourth after race number 10. Front on replay here, and Rodriguez hit the spare box on its inside, and that certainly helped with Hustler Ambition jumping well. It allowed Rodriguez to settle. And racing, he was last out, Karamas. First out, Pearl's Boy going after him out wide on the track. Isabel Domain, no advantage. Kicking up right between dogs also there now. Was going to be Karamas along the rails. Back in the race to Bugsy Bandles. Getting back another Colt also. Deanne's Magic, Isabel Domain the last. Up they come. Pearl's Boy in front. Chasing it down, no advantage. Pearl's Boy beats no advantage. Karamas only third. Next another Colt. They were followed back then by Bugsy Bandles. Further back in the race to Homebush Churro, never in the race. Neither there was Deanne's Magic, and back in the pack also would have been Isabel Domain. Pearl's Boy first off the boxes here for Gary Cleve. We expected him to win the race, but he's got it here with his probably third stringer here, Pearl's Boy, at 11:32.20. Kennel Mates out after it, no advantage, and also Karamas, so he will get the kennel trifecta here, Crafty Cleve. And fourth place, oh, that's close, can't see the nose on the 2. Favourite down on the inside. And racing, he was first out today. Homebush Mayhem, 8 Pizza jumped the box as well. Out wide on the track, Ostatui Vasa along the inside, Sosan. Further back in the race, then we go to Opawa Rufus. Well back in the field, Sosan. On the drift for Opawa, Wally Bluedale Rise. On the corner, Homebush Mayhem in front. Out after him, Ostatui Vasa. And Ostatui Vasa gets the last. Beats out Homebush Mayhem into third, Opawa Rufus. Then we go to Opawa Wally. Back in the race also, there would have been 8 Pizza, a cheeky run there with No Pride. Back in the race then to Sosan. And back Bluedale Rise, one of the last in. Homebush Mayhem, July 13 since he's won his last race, and he looked as though he was going to get it today, but Ostatui Vasa, gee, they crunched him late. $3.0120. We could have got fives a couple of minutes ago, but Ostatui Vasa over the top, the track specialist for one Homebush Mayhem, and 8 into third Opawa Rufus and Opawa Wally. Almost there. And racing out wide on the track, Bizarro, one of the first out, kicking up the inside, Business Boss. Also Opawa Laz right up there in the early fight too was Opawa Idol. Further back there we go to Mick Jobson. Well back in the field, Fancy Spice, and the two in the fence are Cosmic Bolero and Shadow Wolf. On the corner though and kicking right away here, Opawa Laz. Out after it latest, Business Boss. Opawa Laz, Business Boss. Then we go to Bizarro, the first three. They were followed across the line then by Close, Opawa Idol, Mick Jobson. Further back there we go to Fancy Spice, and the two that got into trouble, Cosmic Bolero and Shadow Wolf. Opawa Laz will get it here for the Fahey's over Business Boss and Bizarro placing shortly.